Hi, good morning everyone. I welcome you in linear equation session number 13. In this session, this is the last session of linear equation where we are actually going to learn condition for consistency. It's a concept understanding session, so only you have to understand, but we need some work, so keep your rough sheet ready with you. I have two equations here on the board. I have to solve it. Simple. Can I? Let us try this equation. So what I suggest, I am also going to do it. You can do it or you can try on your rough sheet and keep your answers ready. Pause the video for a while. 1, 2, 3. Let me start solving these equations. So it's very clear, to eliminate one of the variable, I have to bring the coefficient same, multiplying equation 1 by 2. What do I get? 2x plus 2y is equals to 10. This equation I multiplied by 2, right? And third one, this is third equation. Subtracting these two equations, what do I get? Check karte hain. -2, -2 and -2. Sorry, minus minus minus. 2x get cancelled. How about 2y minus 2y? Oh, even this is getting cancelled. So everything is getting cancelled. So I get 0 is equals to what is here? -3. Oh, oh, oh. Am I getting solution of the answer? No. Oh, now that's a problem, right? How about second equation? Let us try the second one. Same again, I'll begin with multiplying the equation number 1 by 2. Equation 1 by 2. What do I get? 2x plus 2y is equals to 10, right? So this is my third equation, subtracting minus minus minus. So what do I get here? Tell me. 2x minus 2x 0, 2y minus 2y 0, my 10 minus 10 0. I get 0 is equals to 0. Where is the answer for x and y? No answer, right? So what I understand here, what I can conclude here, that all the linear equations or pair of linear equations may not have solution, right? That's the reason we need to understand this concept, that is condition for consistency. Consistency means availability of the solutions. Solutions are available or not available considered as consistency. If solution of the given equations are available, it is called as consistent. And if solution is not available, it is called as inconsistent. So, let us first of all understand why we are getting such a weird answers. Why are we getting it? So, what I did, I already drew the graph of these two equations. You please check those graphs. Here are the graphs. These were my first equations, x plus y is equals to 5, 2x plus 2y is equals to 7. You can try as well drawing the graph of this one. What are the graphs? Graphs are parallel to each other. You got this in your previous session of graphical, parallel lines of the graph. It's similar kind of thing. So as these graphs are not at all going to intersect anywhere, that's why it has got no solution. Right? How about second equation? The second equation we get, oh, it is one graph only? No. In fact, these are both the graphs, but they are coinciding each other. That means if I want to draw, I'll draw that. The first graph is this one, and the second graph is this one. On the same graph. What's the point? That means these are coinciding graph. Lines are coinciding each other, merging each other. Got it? So here, as lines were never going to intersect, the solution is nothing, no solution. Here, what is it? Lines are intersecting at many points. Rather, I can say at infinite points the lines are intersecting. So this has got infinite solution. Got the point? And whatever equations you have solved till this time, if I draw the graph of those equations, I will always get those two lines intersecting at point. Right? And such graph has got unique solution. Such graph has got unique solution because it intersects in only one point. Hope you understand. So now we understand that we have three types of pair of linear equation. One with no solution, one with infinitely many solutions, and one with unique solution. But is it every time we have to draw the graph of these equations and check whether it is having no solution or infinitely many solution or unique solution? That will be tedious. We should have some easy way to understand these conditions. Let us check what do I get. Imagine if I am observing no solution. Go through it. Here is 1, here is 2, here is 1, here is 2, and here is 5 and 7. That means what I can understand here, if I count or if I find out a1 upon a2, it is 1 upon 2. b1 upon b2 comes 1 upon 2 again. And c1 upon c2 is 5 by 7. So what I understand here? Here I understand a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2, but it is not equal to c1 upon c2. Correct? And this is the condition for no solution. So for no solution, ratio of x and y should be equal. What about infinitely many solution? Let's try for infinitely many solution. Here a1 upon a2 is equals to 1 upon 2, b1 upon b2 is also equals to 1 upon 2, and c1 upon c2. What is c1 upon c2? Check. 5 by 10. 5 by 10 is again 1 by 2. So what do I understand here? Here I can easily understand that for infinitely many solution, I have a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2 is equals to c1 upon c2. That is, this is the condition for infinitely many solution. Condition for infinitely many solutions. Did you get it? I hope you are understanding. All are equal. So what I can say, all are equal means what, if I multiply this equation by 2, I get this equation. That means these are not two different equations. Basically, these are the two same equations. That's why we get a same line, or you can consider it as a coinciding line. Got it? So what is the condition for infinitely many solution? a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2 is also equal to c1 upon c2. And condition for no solution, that means parallel line, a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 but not equal to c1 upon c2. And what is the condition for unique solution now? The last point left with the unique solution. So condition for unique solution, that means the line is intersecting at one point. This is very interesting condition. The condition says all the equation that what we have solved till this time, all have got this condition. That is a1 upon a2 itself is not equal to b1 upon b2. If they are not equal, then we get what type of solution? Unique solution. That means first two cases we have not equal. X and y coefficients ratio is not equal. We get this as a unique solution. I hope you are understanding. Got it? Still, I did not utter a word for consistency. So that we will discuss in this table. Now I'm going to have table here. Let's draw the table first. First of all, I'll go for a condition. Then I can go for graph, and then solutions and consistency. So I'll just prepare the table accordingly. We have three conditions: first condition, second condition, and the third condition. Okay. So I'll just fill up this table. This is condition. Here we have graph, how the graph of this equation is. Solution means infinite solution, many solutions, one solution or no solution, and consistency. Consistency. Okay, let's try this. So I'll just first of all write all the conditions. Okay, conditions क्या क्या है हमारे पास? We have first condition, that is a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. Okay, you can check the previous sheet. a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. Okay, this I'm talking about. Second condition is a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2. All three equal. Okay, which is the condition? Let us check the previous page. a1 upon a2, here it is. b1 upon b2 is c1 upon c2. And last one is here. a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 but not equal to c1 upon c2. So a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 but not equal to c1 upon c2. Got the point? Now how do I get a graph of this equation? The first one. The graph is in this manner, intersecting at one point. How do I get a graph of all three equal? All three equal means same line. So we get coinciding line on the same line. Same line it is. So coinciding lines. And if first two are equal and is not equal to the third one, then what do I get? Yes, exactly. Parallel lines. Got the point? Type of solution. That means what type of solutions I get? If it is intersecting at one point, that means isn't it I'm going to get unique solution? If it is intersecting at many points, as you can see here, many points. So what do I get here? Infinite solution? These lines are parallel, so never going to intersect. Therefore, no solution. Hope you understand. What is the definition for consistency? Now let's complete about consistency. Consistency means have got solution. That's it. So does this first condition have got solution? Yes. Unique, but yes, it is. So it is consistent. Infinite solution. In the second case, it is infinite solution, but at least consistency is there. That means solutions are there. So it is consistent again. And last one, no solution. That means not at all having solution. So it is called as inconsistent. So what is the condition for inconsistency? Is lines to be parallel. That is a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2 but not equal to c1 upon c2. You need to remember this table properly. You should know what is the condition, you should know its graph, you should know its solution, type of solution, and consistency. Okay, so remember this table till we start the next video. Till then, bye bye. Thank you so much.